Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about GameStop, AMC, Tesla, and a lot of these fantastic growth stocks that I'm a huge believer in, and honestly just what's going on with these companies. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Overall, I hope you guys get something of value out of this video, and if you do, hit that like button because at the end of the day, that really helps me out. If you have any questions, concerns, ask them down in the comments and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. So starting off with AMC. So we really all know the gist of AMC, GameStop, and a lot of these other so-called meme stocks or stocks that have these tendency to do these short squeezes, right? So if we actually look at GameStop, we'll look at GameStop, then AMC, then Tesla. So you can see AMC or GameStop, went from $25 all the way up to $483 in less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pretty much about 2 weeks, okay? So in 2 weeks, this stock had a crazy return, and a lot of people at the time thought, oh my gosh, what is going on? There was so much emotion in the market, there's so much FOMO, and the beauty of it is, one, the stock did sell off, but it immediately got bought back up again and still had a return of about 690%, sold off a little bit, spiked back up, had and formed some very strong resistance near and around this 350 mark. So you can see virtually every time it hits or goes above it, like it did in here and here and here, we see this tendency to get sell off. So it hits that several times, sold off, found some support near and around this 200 moving average line, which is just this yellow line here. So it hits it several times, hits it again, and now you can see this old resistance here at 230 that it hit several times, and a little bit down in here at about 200 that it just has been selling off. So with it being a little overvalued right now on the RSI, I think we'll probably due for a temporary sell-off where the stock will sell off probably right around $200, and then we'll slowly see this turnaround back in the market. Not to mention, guys, I really think that the overall 5-day period, you can see in the past 5 days, this thing has had an astonishing return. If you would have just bought at the open and held it, you're looking at a return of about 19%. Comparing that to like the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, this is outperforming it. So what is my opinion on GameStop? GameStop definitely is a solid position for more of the swing trading lifestyle. Any long-term investment where you're looking at, 15 to 40 years, then you have to start looking at the fundamentals. GameStop did change a lot of their board, and they're looking at more of an e-commerce feel. And I used to hate GameStop. I really did, just because the overall fundamentals didn't make sense. But recently, we've seen a lot of turnaround in the company, and everything is looking a little more promising. So there is still some potential, but you have to understand that there's definitely some risk involved. Now, moving on to AMC. AMC is one that's very similar, right? Lows here at $34, high here at $44. Similar thing if we would have bought and just held it. We're looking at a return of about 11%, outperforming all of those indexes. But the beauty of it is if we would have bought and sold at the highs, we're looking at a return of about 21%, which is pretty large, especially for a 5-day trading period. You cannot beat that. So if we actually break down the chart on the year to date, you can see we had this beautiful move, sold off, found some support right at 30, more support here at 34. So you can see it hits it several times, and every time we get this buying pressure right at this zone, right? It hits it once, hits it here, boom, boom, then it curls up, forms a new support at 35, boom, boom, hits it several times, and it does have some resistance right here at about $45. You can see it's hit it several times and just has a hard time breaking above it. So ideally, I would love to see a breakout of this 44 to 45 mark. The reason why is because then the stock will have a larger tendency to do that short squeeze. Also, it could be forming a resistant breakout where we get this breakout, and the next thing you know, we're looking at the $50 mark, then 55, 60. But the overall idea for the long term, very similar to GameStop. AMC, if we look at the 3-year chart, you can see it was just losing value, losing money. The company did have to take on like billions of dollars in debt to get through 2020 with all the lockdowns. And when the stock popped up, they sold a lot of their shares, really diluting a lot of that debt, which is fantastic. But you have to understand that, one, if we get hit with another lockdown, AMC is going to take a hit for sure. Number two, you have to look at fundamentals. AMC is struggling a little bit on the revenue side. You can see, right, missed earnings in the past couple of earnings, which isn't very good. Not to mention, guys, a lot of analysts think this thing's overvalued, but it could be, for a long-term investment. But for a swing trade, this could be a solid swing trade, hopping in at 40, selling at 50, looking at a solid return. Or if you just want to have fun with it and you want a stock that carries some risk, carries some potential, AMC could definitely be the one. But if you're looking for more of a long-term growth stock, this is where all the eyes kind of geared towards Tesla, because Tesla is the front runner of the electrical vehicle sector. You can see beautiful growth. It's an absolute powerhouse, right? In the past 20 days, if we actually look at it, so we'll go past 20 days. If we would have just bought and held it for the past 20 days, that's a return of 55%, which is absolutely crazy, beating all of those indexes again. And not to mention, this thing released earnings right here, causing a massive spike. Not to mention, they secured a deal with Hertz. They secured, and they're planning on doing a charging system to allow other companies charge and use the Tesla superchargers across the world, which just brings in more revenue for Tesla. So Tesla is not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's an absolute buy if you ask me. Dollar cost average this one to get a good average price. Reduce your share, or reduce your average share size. You don't have to worry if it's overvalued or undervalued. Not to mention, that's a good strategy for GameStop and AMC if you guys believe that those are long-term contenders, guys. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.